Hey guys, it's Orlando from AirTag Leather, and today go ahead and follow along as I make 3 AirTags for orders that I have going on right now. I'm going to go ahead and cut out 2 in our russet color, which is very popular for AirTags, and 1 in black. So I'm using the Dream Factory hot stamping machine, but they also have a clicker plate here, which is that black plate at the top that allows me to use this as a clicker press. It doesn't use that much force, especially for these small dies that I have made for the AirTag pattern, but yeah, it's definitely a lifesaver, and it beats cutting these out all by hand, which I started to do when the AirTags first rolled out back in 2021. All right, so they're cut out and ready to go. So these were purchased through our Etsy shop, and in Etsy and even in our shop, the customer can choose some initials to kind of give it that personalization to their AirTag. So using the letter set from Leather Stamp Maker, and then I'm going to go back here to the Dream Factory machine to actually use it to emboss. It's a cold emboss of the initials. I made that acrylic template there on the laser just to make sure it's always kind of nice and centered. And softly and gently press it down. I don't want to press too hard, then it just doesn't make it very presentable on in front of the AirTag. So here it is, KRL. Looks really sweet. So now we're going to go ahead and add the stitching lines. These are going to be hand stitched, and next I'm going to go ahead and make the stitching holes using some hand tools here. I'm going to mark the center of the AirTag just to make sure when I use the hand tools next that everything's nice and centered and one stitching isn't further up or down. So I'm installing the hardware. When it comes to buck brown and russet, I like to use a natural brass color and then antique brass for more of the darker leathers, like our olives, our black, and brown. So yeah, let me know what color would you like. I've had some people request nickel or silver colored hardware, which I do have on hand. So if that's something you like, just let me know. So I forgot to record, and I thought I was recording, but I glued these up. So here I'm using this roller press just to make sure that the glue is adhered. And next is creating the stitching holes. So this is probably the favorite thing that I like to do when I'm crafting, is using these Cinnabrooks hole punches. It's so satisfying just creating those stitching holes, and all the shorts that I do on YouTube, these are the ones that get the most views. So people must really like the ASMR sound of hand stitching, leather products. So the customer here used selected tan and burgundy. So tan is going to go on the russet colors and burgundy is going to go on the black. So we're hand saddle stitching, which is what I do for all of my products. So not to bore you with too much of this, I cut it kind of short, but I'll do some stitching and some back stitching here by hand. So do you still use AirTags in 2025? I know there's been some controversy around it with people using it for malicious events such as tracking people and cars, but I find them handy. I have one on my camera, one in my camera bag, and in my daughter's diaper bag. When we go to Disneyland, if someone steals it, I know where the bag is and I can find it. What do you use it for? Let me know. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the video so far. If you have, please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, leave it down, a comment down below. It truly helps out the channel a lot. And I hope to have more videos coming up soon. And the last step for these AirTags is burnishing the edges with some Tokonol, and then they're all done. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoyed the B-roll here towards the end, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.